Well, hello, retail traders. This is Washboardjim with a sneaky snake trading strategy, and today we're going to talk about Disney. I've been bearish on this stock for a long time, and I think I'm going to have to change the rafters on this and start to look at the positive direction that the technical analysis is showing me. So I'm going to take off this bear mask, and we're going to go ahead and pull up the chart. Disney, Walt Disney, man, in today's age, with all the technology, can't they do a little bit better on this website? For one thing, I mean, I was after Tesla for years about changing their website, and they finally updated it and make it look nice. But come on, Disney, you can do better than this. So we're going to look at the technical. First, we're going to look at some of the news. You know, it's going to have just probably one headline, and he's already put it out there, that he's going to have to step back from all this wokeness. Now, this wokeness will destroy Disney if he doesn't put a stop to it. That's just all. I mean, it's going to be a bottom feeder for a very long time until he actually puts a big push on this wokeness. I mean, this is for children. Disney it's like Budweiser. You're bashing your clientele. So yeah, Disney, the only thing you got to do to turn this thing around is to get up there and be very boisterous about going back to the way you used to be and not into this new wave of wokeness and trying to define what a woman is. So that's my biggest pet peeve about Disney right now. And I know people ain't going to like it, especially the fat cats, because they look at this and they're thirsty. They're very thirsty because of the bottom price on this stock. I don't see anything in here that really hypnotizes me for a better Disney, but the restructuring. It says here that Starbucks, Disney, Gap plan to restructure in 2024. And that's what they need. They need a restructure. They've been going downhill, and they just accepted this wokeness, and it just ain't, it's not good for it. It's just not good for it. I went to Disney back during the, what was that? Year 2004, I think, in Anaheim, California. That was pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and look at the charts. I got on X, and I noticed that I've been talking about Disney a lot, and I noticed that TrendSpider here has a little alert on X, and they think they might have seen a bottom or a solid support on this trend line. And then I seen the falling wedge. I just now noticed that here, so I posted a falling wedge, and we're going to pull up the chart. This is on a weekly time frame. One thing left out of this fallen wedge, which I really like getting into, is a reversal play maybe off of an inverse head and shoulders. So you could see this stock pull back, create a right shoulder, and then bounce up and come up to a double top. And once it hits that double top, it'll make a business decision, maybe pull back some, and then go ahead and have the breakout. So this is kind of how I'm looking at it. We'll get us a nice little candle to the downside. And then get another little candle for a couple days of coming back up to the upside, creating a double top right around that area, right around 96, and then pulling back down and meeting about halfway and coming up with a triple bottom right here. Once it comes down and hits that right shoulder line, it'll come back up and then break a triple top. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it. Come back down, come up for a double top, and then shorten down a little bit, have another trend line, hit this here trend line right here. and then bouncing straight out and having the breakout into 2024 to the next resistance level, which would be this right in here. Now, mind you, we got another head and shoulders right here, so I could draw that trend line from that candle to that candle right there, and that would be that triple top break. As it starts to pull back and come back up, then you'd have 1, 2, 3, boom, to the upside. And then you'd have another little resistance line here right around the 1010 area, 109. So this is kind of how I'm seeing it. We've got a falling wedge. We've got an inverse head and shoulders. And to predict the next move, we're going to come back and make a right shoulder, double top, consolidate, and then have the triple top breakout up to the next trend line, which would be right here. And then you got another head and shoulders right here. So this would be your shoulder line resistance right there, somewhere right around 109.75, right before you get to 110. That's where I'd probably take it. I'd take the trade here off the shoulder line, or off this trend line, or even off here off the shoulder line, run it up and scalp it, take it to 96.06, and then pull it back, and then run it all the way up here to 109.75. And that's going to be Disney. Remember, they got to get past through all this wokeness. It'd be nice to see a big push to reinsure that our children are safe. That's it for Disney. I'm just being honest with you. This is the sneaky snake trading strategy, where I talk about chart patterns, moving averages, and being in the now. Hit that like button. Make a comment if you like.